Welcome back, everybody. The Pixels for People. I'm your host for the next hour and a half or so. Flippity Flam. We've got a banger of a race coming up for you. This one is going to be super, super fun. Got Vae Victus BR and Castelo. Vânia won. And the commentator we've got is our very own Mannix. So, Mannix, please take it away.
Yep. Thank you very much, Flip, for being here as my host. And yeah, I'm glad to commentate this run. I'm normally playing it, so it's a pleasure to actually talk about it for two runners here. I'm going to try to juggle some restream stuff and commentaries. I apologize if I sound like him on loop here. So this is the only Genesis Castlevania game, and let's get them started. They'll be playing Eric, which is the spear character. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to count them down because they cannot hear me. I'm going to do it in the chat. The timer starts when they get into the character. They should be off momentarily here. And, we'll get started here. It's going to be hard to top off D&D. I apologize in advance. What a fantastic commentator that was. Oof. Alright, here we go. This is Castlevania Bloodlines. So it's got some really unique perks of a Castlevania game. So the first thing that our players are going to be faced with is an RNG factor. They're going to break a wall, which will include a book of spells. And the book of spells will either give them a flame spear or it will give them 20 gems. Now for a marathon, they're looking for 20 gems because it's a lot safer, but the flame spear is faster. So if we want something dicey, we're going to see a flame spear. Here we go. They're going to both jump down and crack these walls. It's like they both got the gems, so that's kind of nice for a race. You both get the same RNG factors here. So why are we talking about gems? Every time it's kind of like the hearts of Castlevania, so traditional hearts, so it's like ammo for your weapons. So now they need to collect 30 of these gem candles to basically get their flame spear that they didn't get. This is Hellhound, first mini boss. So if you look at where they are standing underneath the rafter, that's a safe spot so that the crumbling windows are not hurting them. There we go. Both on even pace here. This is perfect. Okay, so you're going to start seeing instances of jump spears here, which is this vertical signature move from Eric. So they are invulnerable during that move. But you'll see right here, they'll basically stick next to the bone pillar and jump upwards. Oh, looks like Castelo got it, so he'll take the lead right here. But Vae is not too far behind. Stage 1 is very unforgiving, a lot of RNG. Very big reset point in the game, so it's absolutely normal to see a difference here. And you'll see a lot of use of the axe here. The axe is the strongest sub-weapon, excluding the super sub, which we'll explain a little bit later. But the axe will be used plenty with Eric. Got one last crumbling bridge here, along with a little bone dragon, but we don't care. We'll just toss it out of the way. And one cool thing that we didn't talk about is you can jump on steps in this game. Wouldn't you have loved that playing Castlevania when being able to jump on the steps? Here we go. So now, as you can see, Leon counted his 30 candles just right, so he has the flame spear here, so his fight should be a lot faster. We'll see how Vae manages this fight. So one thing to note in this game that's very cruel is once you get the maximum weapon here, you get hit once and you lose it. Oh, we got the running pattern from Leon. Luckily, no damage. That's like a 1 chance in 100 to see that pattern. So you guys got it live. And of course, the famous orb grabs. Because we have a high jump, we'll be grabbing that. So let's switch to Leon's audio, since he's a little bit in the lead. And now we're headed to Greece, which is the second stage. Where are you, audio? Oh. So stay choosing Greece, Atlantis City. You'll see some neat use of the boomerang here. It's a very rare occurrence where you use it to stun enemies. And we got these mermans that can fly from anywhere. They weren't nice at all. See, now unfortunately Vae just got hit here and he lost his flame spear, which he had just acquired. So what that's going to mean is he needs to collect 30 more candles. He's not going to have it for the next boss, while Leon should. And since this is an auto-scroller flip, it would be a great time to say a couple things.
Oh, absolutely. And boy, do I have a couple things to say, Manix. As we know, it is Carter's birthday weekend, and what a more generous thing to do on your birthday than put on a charity marathon. Pixels for People is this beautiful thing. He came to all these wonderful people volunteering their time to help out this charity called Child's Play. It's a game industry charity dedicated to improving the lives of children with toys and games in their network of over 185 hospitals worldwide. It's
I'm gonna cut you off, Lib, and it's my fault because there's too many bosses coming, and you'll have another chance after, I promise. This is Water Mage. Okay, nice. Water Mage, you will basically want to hit him in reverse, trick him to always spawn behind you. Good job. And this second fight you're going to see here, you're going to despawn the armor on the right with the axe, and we're going to fight this armor off screen. This is extremely precise. The jumping is almost impossible. As you can see, you can barely make it above the axe. You're going to make it out. Let's see how Vae does. This is a chance for Vae to make up a little bit of time. See. Okay, so yeah. So both have to take it a little bit safer. As you can see, this is the safe strat, just jumping out of the axe. But yeah, as Vae finishes that, now we're going into another auto schooler. So yeah, Flip, sorry to cut you off. You can plug again.
In their network of over 185 hospitals worldwide. There we go. Fantastic.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see?
There's no bits about Wall doing nothing? Wow.
No, that's it. That's all I got. I'm still like halfway through my second cup of coffee here. There's
Well, while you drink, I just want to
this
thank
morning.
everybody for the 1K goal. That's absolutely nuts.
that was fantastic to hit. Yeah.
I went to bed with like 300 and something or 400, and I wake up to like almost 700. It's like, what was going on last night?
Yeah, and it was a crazy morning too.
Here we see the outdoors long screens. It's one of their nicest screens because it really shows off all the damage boosting. So our players are a little off count here, so I'm not sure where they are on their candle counts, but they basically don't want the flame spear for this stage. Oh, and the impalement. Yeah, you know, that's a pretty cruel way to die in a game. I think that's one of the best or worst ones, how you want to put it there. Just the spear flying in the air. And here we finally see why we want the weapon red at the end. So Leon, or Castelo, has the super sub weapon now. It does use 8 gems. But why we want it is for this goal, and normally you have to wait for this water to come down. But because he's got the super sub weapon, or the lag generator as we like to call it, the fight is done before you even make it to the ground. So this is a significant lead change. It's going to be very hard to make up for this because while we were busy talking about the boss, Vae unfortunately took a death, so he's got to auto scroll once again. But it is a Castlevania game. A lot of crap can happen in 30 minutes, and this game is no exception. Right, so now we're headed to stage 3 on your right. Yeah, stage 3 occurs in Italy, so every stage kind of has its city. You can see the Leaning Tower of Pisa there in the background. It's sort of, they made an effect that you keep approaching it, so as you move on to the stage, the tower sort of gets closer and closer. Kind of a neat animation considering it's like a retro console. Okay, that spear loss was intentional, so we're gonna take more damage here, and 30 candles later, we're gonna have the spear right before the boss. So I do want to mention that both players here, it says that they're playing on PC. This is originally a Genesis game, but you can play it on the Castlevania collection, which both players are. So that's why it says PC. And it's actually a perfectly acceptable and amazing port of the game for speedrunning. So it's not one of those really bad ports where you have like 8 seconds of input lag. Here's the instance of the Bone Dragon mini-boss. So the way the axe works is you can only have one on screen, so by hugging the right side there, Castelo is able to throw several axes in succession to get rid of the boss quickly. Now, what Vae is doing here looks like it's slow, just going up and down and collecting gems, but it's actually faster, on par with actually fighting the fight the full way. I can't remember how many gems he's gonna need, but it's sort of gonna help him set up and get back on track, because this game is tightly routed, so like a big mistake will really get you out of it. Meanwhile, Castelo has continued to climb the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, I don't know if any of you have been in Italy, but I'm pretty sure it oscillates exactly like that. Like it just hangs on one side and the wind pushes it back and forth. No, just kidding. Alright. This mummy room, you can actually despawn an enemy. Very well done here. There's usually a mummy there right at the end. And as we talked about, losing the spear in the beginning was important so that you can get it right here, which is sort of like the easy segment. So we have flip. Any other plugs here? This is kind of like a little auto-scroller again.
I love all our auto-scrollers. They always give me time for things. Let's see here. Let's go over the polls we've got here so far on some upcoming stuff. So Cyber Shadow, choose Shadow's color. Green is in the lead at 76.25, with Pink at 32 and Cyan at 20. King Knight is winning for the Shovel Knight Showdown top 2 character bid war at 30. And then, oh, another color. Black is winning for the Spiral Reignited Trilogy color bid war. Still time to get those in if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, that's actually one of the last runs, and a lot of people are trying to get purple to win because it's the original Spyro color. So if you want to change everything back to purple, you know what to do. And with that, thank you, Flib. We're about to head into the boss. For this boss, we actually want the axe. This is the gargoyle, and it's got 3 phases. We'll use a combination of spear and axes to kill it. And the middle piece that you're standing on sort of spins and really affects your movement. So for the last phase, the bat is going to fall on you, or the gargoyle. I keep saying bat, gargoyle. It's kind of hard to say what it is. I know it's a gargoyle by definition. And as you can see, you stub its toe really hard, and that's how it dies. Alright. So we're headed to Germany on Castelo's side. Meanwhile, Vae is sightseeing in Italy. I mean, if you're gonna go to Italy, you might as well take your time climbing the thing. You spent a lot of money to get there. Alright. So Germany, this is where the level becomes really, really exciting for the viewers. So if you like tricks, zips, cool fights, skips, like this is the stage for you. Wow. So while these skeletons hiding in a barrel do their thing, Leon's gonna intentionally lose the spear here for the same reasons as before. There's gonna be some damage boosting involved. There's a really neat jump here right there. Normally you have to walk down those steps, but if you jump straight down, you can basically... Oh no, another death by Vae, so this is going to be a big setback on his part. But we need to focus on Leon's side. We're going to see the first and only zip of the game. So when you throw an axe, you actually gain a few pixels of height. And this is just enough for this piston to throw you into the wall. Here we go. And zoom to the right. Okay, you got the second best zip. You can make it all the way to the end there, but a little trek of like 2 seconds is no big deal. And here we see the power of the spear jump. So the spear jump, yeah. This whole clock tower thing is just gone. Alright, so this stage doesn't stop. So what Leon is doing here is counting to have exactly not that death. I almost cursed it. We'll say that I did just for everybody's sanity. So the idea there was to get to the next segment with exactly 24 candles, but we're still going to see the zip, which is really cool. But first we got the mini Frankenstein fight. He sort of has this whip, the only whip of the game because we didn't pick John. And there's these giant blades here. I'll let it happen, then I'll explain it. Okay. And one last boost here. So you did take it safe here. I completely don't blame that in a marathon. So those blades look like they're nasty and would just cut you in half from anywhere, but in fact it only has a few points that can actually hurt you in it. So you can sort of do a mimic your movements and basically jump over the box or the areas that hurt you. So it's impressive, but once you learn it, you're like, oh, it's just this. I just can't get hurt when I'm here. Cool. This screen, though, this outdoor screen, is the hardest. I would say it's the hardest screen to master when you first start speedrunning this game. It looks harmless, but you guys just saw that it's not. And it takes a lot to recover from that. So this is actually a chance for Vae to have a clean stage 4 and make up some time here. Because as you can see, when you have a bad spear, things, you just gotta watch the cycles here, just back and forth. Back and forth. And not only that, this game is really cruel. Just on normal difficulty, you not only lose your best weapon, you also lose all your gems, so the routing is completely destroyed. So I will confirm that both these players are winging it pretty hard right now. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Gonzo here. They're both probably thinking that they're behind with how this run is going, but like I said, it's Castlevania. I'm not sure if what Vae is trying here. Maybe he wanted to reset the room for a reason that I'm not sure. Reset his candle count so he knows where he is. That's a possibility. This is Gear Steamer, probably the most unique boss of this game. So his moveset depends on how much HP he has. But also very articulate, and if you ever go play this game, I strongly recommend that you intentionally die against that boss, just so you can see the victory dance, because this boss just shows it off when he kills you. Alright, let's see if Vae gets the zip. It looks good. Oh, unfortunately died to the piston. And look at that death, it just kills you all the way down. Like, if it never happened before, yeah, that's a terrible way to die. Okay, stage 5 on your right. This is in France, Place Versailles. And this red powder, the game decided that if you get touched with the powder, your health will basically be reversed. Or not your health, sorry, but your controls. Wow, even my words are getting reversed. We have a game over on Vae's side, probably restocking on lives here. Not a bad choice considering there was 0 lives. Here we have the famous monkeys. And it's not a Castlevania game without a chandeliers. The chandelier room can be very difficult if you take it risky. But what you want to do here is just lure some of the enemies to have the chandeliers fall onto them. But in this case, we'll see if Leon opts to lose the spear here. This is where you would normally lose it. Opting to keep it. So there's this big tower coming up, we call this bone tower. You can normally take damage to go through it. Nice kill. That's swag. That's a really nice kill. It takes a while to knock all of those, and you normally don't need to, but to knock them down in the few seconds that it took there, I'm actually gonna have to look up how you did that and take notes for myself. That was pretty cool. And we have more instances of harpies here. Which, by the way, the harpies are annoying, and so are the fleamen, so why just not combine both? And I'll borrow the terms of our good friend Retrophile TV, which commentates for CV4, the Amazon delivery. That was a good screen, so you don't want to get hit, because you'll need the weapon in a moment. Vae is in a difficult spot. When you're playing a game and when things don't go your way, like, it's hard to stay focused, and we're seeing a little bit of that. It takes a lot of resiliency. But meanwhile, here on Leon's side on the right, we get into this room with these armors. Just have to be careful not to get hammered down. And we're gonna see the only enemy of the game, the Segway Knight. Actually, he is called the inappropriate Segway Knight, and I'm not gonna point out why, but it's probably too late by the time I said that. Alright. Now, I'm not sure about my lore, but yeah, this is some kind of historical figure in France. The boss is scripted, so as long as you stand in the same spot every time.
Oh, man. Sorry, man. Oh, I can do it.
It's okay, Vae. You can stay with us to commentate if you want.
Yeah. I'll do it. Sorry.
This is a completely unforgiving game. Like, if you haven't speedrun this game, like, it will break you morally, and we saw some of that today. Just not Vae's day. Let's hope Leon can take us to the end here. We're coming up to Princess of Moss. You want
you can see here.
Yeah, you can. Can you explain this boss?
Yeah, Princess of Moss is completely scripted. At least if you have the spear. If you don't have it, it can be totally unforgiven. But you can take it by throwing some X. And need to be careful with those rush attacks. And after she is with 4 points of HP, she'll become to bring some little moths like you're saying here. So as long as Leon throws some axes, he's okay. Oh no!
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you're not the only one who had some trouble this run. This game was really mean to both of you.
No, for me it was mostly my fault. For sure, mostly my fault. Okay, now Leon is quite trouble because of Princess of Moss is a really hard boss if you don't have the spear upgrade, but he's doing fine.
Backup strats in this game are very difficult because you don't have any gems. So it's like a low percent run all of a sudden.
I think no one tried to do so. No one.
But the axe, fortunately, is a strong weapon. We just don't have enough of them right now.
Yeah. But he got a really cool stun lock on this corner, so he was able to finish. 1 hit left.
I was gonna say, like, if you look at Leon's face, he thinks he's losing this race, and that's how we said that. That's what chat was saying. I think both of them think they are losing this race.
Oh no! For him, I said that he was most ready than me. I didn't rush this game, so that's why I. Man, on stage 2 I begin to tilt. Because
so this is the final stage. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, final stage. Sorry, if you want to.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that don't adjust your monitors and don't try to unplug. Don't call your ISP. Your screen is not broken. This is the mirror room, and it can be really hard on the eyes. So if it is, focus on Eric's feet at the bottom all the time. That's actually how we speedrun it. You gotta look at the bottom feet. The feet are always at the right spot that you need to know.
Yeah.
And just when we had enough and we're finally over, now we're in the upside down room.
Yeah, this one reverse your left down and up. So for getting up the stairs, you need to press down. Ooh, I think Leo is quite troubling with the cycles. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine.
And if we haven't had enough of our friend the armor battler in stage 1, now we get to see him a whole bunch of times.
Yeah. And also, he's doing the red pattern.
He's a little low on gems, so I'm thinking he's gonna farm some gems before going in the refights.
Yeah, it's good for him going to farm some gems. You need at least 63 for the next boss fights. Yeah, for the red pattern, the armor battler could dash over you like this on this boss fight, but it's really rare. I think it's 2%, maybe 10% max he does that. And when he does that on the boss battle, it's reset. He's low on gems. I mean, he'll take a death.
Yeah, he's opting to actually go right through. So this is the refight, so death playing with cards. So you'll see some of the bosses, 3 of them, that we've already fought, but they will have half the HP. Starting with one of the hardest ones here, Gear Steamer.
Yeah,
Looks
Gear
good.
Steamer, it's hard. Both fights are hard to do it. Leo is taking the safety strats.
Yeah, the fast strat allows you have to sit right next to Gear Steamer, and when he does that little wind up for the flip, it's easy to take damage and lose your weapon, which in refights it's very crucial to have the weapon for the golem. So there's some of the cards
Also,
on
for
normal
that-
here are just attacks.
Those
Go ahead.
attacks are really easy to dodge.
Yeah, they just aim on you.
They roam you, but you have quite some time to jump out or just walk past it.
And shoutouts to the only piece of meat that you get in the game, and it's not even on a wall. And here we have the giant bat.
I showed one in stage 2.
Yeah, I missed it.
Is the on the run we do the damage boosters.
Yeah.
After the second bone pillar, there's one. It's a safety strat I got for if I had low HP.
Yeah. Okay. The stub toe boss is over.
Yeah, now only Golem left. Golem, it's easy. If you throw 3 super sub weapons, it's done.
Yeah, so it's the same as before, except there's no water, so you can get to work right away. But you still get just plenty of lag. And you'll notice here that the Castelo is breaking the body of the boss to make it crumble faster. Because we didn't break... Normally you have to break the golem down until he's really small and then you kill him. But with the super sub weapon with Eric, you don't have to.
Yeah. Now for death itself, it's really hard to quick kill him. I think he's trying to quick kill, but he forgot he don't have the ammunition to do so. Oh no, he got the hit.
I mean, it's not the worst place to lose the weapon. The worst is done. Yeah. Well, now we're gonna fight Medusa and Elizabeth Barkley, which is our 2 long scripted fights. So, Flibbity, if there's any last plugs, this would be the perfect place. You got like 2 minutes without joking.
Oh, really? Without joking this time. And here we go. Two whole minutes with you lovely chatters, and I'm just gonna throw out a big shout out to everybody who volunteered this weekend, their time and energy, because that's very, very awesome to everybody. Be sure to get those donations in so we can, let's hit the stretch goal of 1,500. I think that would be awesome. And then after that, we'll go to 2,000 and we'll just keep going because we're not even halfway done. There's so much more marathon to go, and there's lots of good. The Mega Man block coming up is going to be great. And we've got Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2 coming up next. And Ukulele after that, the game that Carter and I met on, a Hedwig, that's going to be fun. And then 2C Plus with the Iron Sword run. It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Sure.
And I don't know what happened to the tracker. I thought
I don't know either if something happened with me like logging in and it switching for the browser source or whatever, right?
I hope not.
I hope
but
not
I'll
either.
check it out. No, it's not you. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So this is the second phase. So what? Normally with more axes you don't have to do those little jumps, but this boss basically just spawns on the opposite half of the screen that you're not on.
Yeah.
So by knowing that, you just down.
He could finish with axes because axes deals full damage. Is only one of the 2 bosses that takes full damage from the sub weapons. The first one was the big Bone Dragon stage 3. He's preferring to do it safe.
Hey, we got our tracker back. Thank you, whoever fixed it. By the gods. It wasn't me, I swear.
I did nothing either.
I have it set to refresh every 5 minutes, so it probably auto-fixed itself. Shoutouts to Laxus for fixing the tracker. Laxus, our technician. No, just kidding. One more annoying phase here.
I
This
think
boss,
only
I wasn't joking when you had 2 minutes. You probably had like 3 in this fight.
Yeah. He's going for safety, totally safety.
It's fair. I mean, with how you both had the run going, I was like, I don't even know what strats you're going to take.
No, for me it was completely disastrous. At least on stage 4 until I died on the first sip I tried. For me it was good because I died just to fix my candle counting. I took a death because my candle counting was off, so I tried to get it right, but unfortunately I died on the zip room. Oh, that was happening with me training.
I got some buttons to click here, so Vae, if you could take the final stretch here, please.
Yeah. Okay. For Dracula is totally scripted on the first phase. On the second phase, I forgot the name of the witch. That
Ultra.
is the Ultra. That summer Dracula, you fight that, and the last phase is the blast processing phase.
This is why we didn't want to lose the Flame Spear, because it just takes so long for every cycle.
Yeah, for Dracula one, there's two extra cycles.
It's probably one of the easiest Castlevania Draculas, though, overall.
Yeah, because Dracula is just totally scripted on fight. on the entirety of the fight. Only the RNG appears on this phase. But it's totally fine. With Eric, you can super jump to safety. Also deals damage. Okay, last phase is the blast processing phase. You see that here. Leon will push Dracula through the corner so he can stay there and just spear him. Now he's going to the red phase, and now we wait for the last phase. Now he becomes pink and throws a lot of bones, so as you can see, blast processing. It's not lag, it's just blast processing.
Lag processing. Alright,
And
time is
he's
on the
done.
final orb here, and I should call time for myself because I'm the one controlling it.
Okay, time is on the off grab.
Gonna get to 34.
Yeah, it will be 34. Time.
34.51.
Yeah,
Considering
it was
all
a
the
good run.
deaths and the troubles, that's pretty,
34.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good run. Time.
34.51.
GG. Very good run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was-
Considering
a good
all the
run.
deaths and the troubles, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute Leon's stream. Yo, Leon. Okay, you can talk now.
Oh man.
Hey guys, thank you very much for having me here. Thank you very much. What happened to Vae Victus?
I just tilted. I died a lot on stage 1 through 3, and when I
Oh.
got to stage 4, I died to fix my candle counting. And when I got to the zip room, I failed the zip and died again. And
Hey.
after that, all did go south. I tried to go and recover, but I died again on the blade room. I did the setup right, but I jumped too late, I think.
Okay, I got it.
The
Man, I'm sorry.
The blade room, for whatever reason, for me it was strange that I got damaged on the last. When I didn't go out, the blade was it's like for me it was I
Okay.
think when I begin to run this game, I'll learn this trick that I died this way.
Mhm.
After that, I became more consistent, but I just don't know.
Got it. So don't worry. We're gonna have a lot of time to do it again. Okay.
Yeah,
Any
yeah. I
shout-outs,
said, I
guys?
said to.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Was very fun. I was very nervous. I died I died 2 times on the same stage, so I thought that I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get a game over, but I think I did well. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much for having me here. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Manix, for inviting me to participate here, and I hope I can come back for more. And thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you for participating in this race. It's quite the
Oh.
time I didn't do a race of this game. I think last time I did a race of this game was with Tiagot. Also, shout outs to the Brazilian guys that took off this game.